So we are already discussed about what is a computer and what is a program, what is input, what is output, what is hardware and what is software in our previous classes. So just a recollection of what we learned already. A computer is an electronic data processing machine. Computer is working under the control of programs stored in its own memory. Computer can accept data, process the data according to specified rules, produce information and store the information for future use. Okay, a computer consists of hardware and software. Software is classified into system software and application software. These things we already learned in our previous classes. Okay, this part of our class is hardware. Then hardware can be divided into two groups, external hardware and internal hardware. The hardware part that you see outside the CPU box is called as external hardware. For example, monitor, mouse, speaker, pen drive, headphone, keyboard, scanner, printer, etc. All these are examples of external hardware. That is hardware or the components or the peripherals that you connect outside the CPU box. Okay. Then next is internal hardware. That is all the hardware components inside the CPU box is called as internal hardware. Motherboard, microprocessor, hard disk, then memory, this random access memory. All these are inside the CPU box. All these are hardware parts inside the CPU box. So we call it as internal hardware. Next is working of a computer. A computer has four functions. First one, accept data, that is input. Second one, process data, that means work on the data that is already received by the processor, that is processing. Then third one, produces a result. After processing the data, microprocessor will produce an output that is called as result. Then last one, fourth one, stores result. After processing the data, the result will be stored in a storage area, that is memory, computer's memory. So this is the working of a computer, that is accept data, that is input, and process data, we call it as processing, produces result, that we call it as output, then stores the result in a storage device. Okay, next, input. Input is the raw information entered into a computer. Any type of data like letters, numbers, images, etc. Command and user response like yes, no, cancel, etc. are referred as input. This input is raw information entered into a computer like letters, numbers, images, and commands and user responses like yes, no, that means when you press yes button, no button, cancel button, etc. are referred as input. So here some input device, you can see keyboard, scanner, mouse, etc. are some input devices. The next is process. Process is the work done in the input data. Process is the work done on the input data. This work is in the form of mathematical and logical operations, comparisons, searches, etc. This is done by the microprocessor. So process is the work done by the process is the work done on the input data. This work is in the form of mathematical and logical operation. Logical operation means some value checking and some decision makings. Then comparison, that is less than, greater than, etc. Then searches, search for some data or something inside the computer. So this is done by the microprocessor. So you can see the microprocessor chip. This is the microprocessor chip. The next is output. The final result that a computer gives out when the process is completed is called output. That means after processing the data, computer will produce a result that is called output. So here you can see some output devices, that is headphone, monitor, speaker, printer. Okay, next is storage or memory. Storage or memory is the area where we can store or keep our data, commands and information. It is mainly for using again and again. That means if you want to repeat same commands or we want to use the same data, we can store it in a storage device. The two types of storage are the permanent storage and temporary storage. So permanent storage is a device where you can keep the data and information permanently. That means even you switch off the power, data will not be lost. On the other side, temporary storage stores the data and information and instructions temporarily. That means when you switch off the power supply, that data stored in the temporary storage will be deleted or removed. So here you can see some permanent storage devices, that is hard disk, pen drive, compact disk. Then temporary storage is RAM, random access memory, or computer's primary memory. Next is processing inside microprocessor. Okay. CPU has got three components, that is control unit, arithmetic logic unit and memory unit. So this control unit controls all the operations inside the computer. It helps to take data from the input device to the memory or from the memory to the ALU for processing. Then after processing back to the memory. All this data movement is done with the help of control unit. Okay, that is. Then arithmetic logic unit, it does all the arithmetic and logical operation like addition, subtraction, decision making, etc. Then memory unit, it stores all the data and information and instructions. Okay, let us see in detail. Control unit, it controls everything that happens inside the computer. That means coordinating all other components is the duty of the control unit. Then arithmetic logic unit, it performs arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction and logical operations, that is checking a value and making some decisions based on the value. Then memory unit, it is a storage unit. It stores all data and instructions that you enter in the computer before and after processing. So everything will be inside your computer memory before processing, and also after processing the result will be stored in the memory unit.